Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Hey man, so the last video I made about are you the hero or the villain, I think a lot of people got confused with the message I was trying to convey. Some people thought when I said don't let bad times or pain change you and to be righteous, some people thought I meant, don't stand up for yourself, be a pushover, turn the other cheek. And that's not what I meant at all. You know what I'm saying? A righteous being can still turn up, right? But it's the way that you do it. See, if you ever watched the show Black Lightning, it's a character called Painkiller. Well, Khalil, right? But he has an alter ego named Painkiller. And that's basically like his ego side, his lower self. And he's in constant battle. They're in constant battle with each other who's going to take control. Right? Painkiller's, he's the more chaotic version of Khalil. And Khalil is the more zen-like, the reasonable self, the higher self. So he has to learn to live in harmony with both sides, the yin and the yang. Sometimes he's in a situation where, he's in trouble and he might need to get a little bit more aggressive. So he'll let Painkiller take over and handle business. And then there's times where he needs to be more diplomatic. So Khalil takes over and he handles business. But he learns to live in harmony with both sides. And guys, that's what you want to do. Right? When I talk about don't let people change you, yeah, don't let people change you into a villain. See, what a villain does is they get hurt, and they get trauma. They get people that do them wrong. And what they do is they reflect that energy on the world. They leave a path of destruction. And you want to always stay balanced with yourself, with both sides, with your higher self and lower self. Some people will tell you to kill the ego, but me personally, I feel like we're supposed to live in balance with the soul and the body, because we're here to have an experience. You're not disconnected from this body, right? We are one. Your soul and your body's one, as long as you're in this plane. So you got to learn how to live with both sides. So what you want to do is, you don't want to reflect your pain and anger on the world and become a villain. Now, don't let nobody walk all over you either. That lower self is there to protect you, right? Because that's your ego, your character. Everything that you've been through in your life and the lessons that you learn builds up your ego and your character. And that's here to protect you. And you use that ego, to stand up for yourself. If you're a person who likes to help people, you're very caring, and somebody takes advantage of that, don't let that change you to not being a caring, helpful person. You just learn from that, you create boundaries, and you protect yourself next time. You gotta learn how to say no. That's what the ego side is for. When you know it's somebody that's on some BS and all they want to do is take advantage and steal your energy, you let that ego side come out and be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? No. You gotta say no. Or somebody come up to you and they come at you sideways, they trying to play you, you gotta put them in check. You gotta use that lower self to put them in check. You know what I'm saying? Nah, homie, I'm not the one. But that higher self, which is walking in righteousness, that's there to guide that energy, that lower self energy. So it's not just so chaotic and destructive. So your higher self conducts the lower self energy. It's just like how you have telephone poles, right? With the wires. The rubber wires, they insulates the electricity, so it's not just being chaotic and going all over the place. It keeps it in control. So your righteous side, that's the side that's with universal law and principles and morals. So you're not just doing anything. But you always want to come back to center point. If you got to check somebody, you don't keep that energy going. If somebody do you wrong and you got to protect yourself and check them, you do that and then you come back to 0 point. You always come back to being balanced. Same thing with being too righteous. You can be too righteous and people take advantage of you. You got to always be centered. You feel what I'm saying? So you always want to be operating out of pure energy, pure-hearted, pure love. Don't get it twisted, though. You know, fire is pure energy. The sun is pure energy. Fire can be used for good. But if you play with fire the wrong way, it's going to burn that up. You feel what I'm saying? But it's pure energy. It's operating out of pure form. So that's how you want to be. You want to be in that pure light, that pure form, that pure-hearted version of yourself. But then, you know, depending on the situation, you might have to go this way, you might have to go that way. Just like my boy in Black Lightning. He was in a situation where he had to be more diplomatic. He'll switch to his side, his righteous side. But then when somebody wanted to smoke, you know, and he had to get more aggressive, he switched to painkiller. So you gotta know how to use both sides. Don't let nobody take advantage of you, right? It's yin and yang. So I don't want y'all to get that confused. You don't want to be a villain though, right? You never want anybody to change the core values and the core person that you are. You just learn how to protect yourself, and you learn how to discern who can get that energy, who deserves to receive that energy, and who don't deserve it, and who you need to turn up on as well. And then you gotta know how to decipher who deserves righteousness, who deserves to be treated well and fair. But always treat people the way you want to be treated. You know, that's a universal law. As somebody treats you with respect, give them that same energy. Everything's about energy, right? It's a reflection. You give them that same energy and always come back to neutral point, okay? Don't let nobody take you off your course. Because what will happen is that you'll lose yourself. You know, you let somebody get you down and pull you down into this low frequency of, oh man, this person got me back. This person did me wrong or whatever. So now every other person I come in contact with, I'm gonna do them wrong now. And you operating off that energy. Now you're operating in a destructive manner. Purely off your lower self. And your lower self is destructive, it's chaotic. It don't care about your well-being. Your lower self is just going to operate off of desire and passion. That's it. But it's not guided. Your higher self guides that energy, so you're not doing too much. You're not overdoing it, and you're not putting yourself in danger. Okay? So learn to be balanced. Balance is always key. Balance is always key in this life, in your life. Right? I would never, ever come on here and tell y'all to let somebody walk all over y'all, man. Come on, man. Y'all should know better than that. Y'all should know better than that. You know, being on this journey won't even allow you to let somebody do that. Because you already know on retention, you know, you're going to snap on somebody if they coming at you sideways. It's just going to be a reaction. Right? It's happened plenty of times. But you don't let that change you. All right? Don't let that change you. Always be in alignment with the universe. Be in alignment with the Most High God. Don't let nobody steer you off that path. Right? Because I'm telling you what, people that's doing other people wrong and putting that energy out here, they're going to get theirs. Right? Hate and all that low energy, they get fast results. But the positive love energy is always going to win in the end. You know what I'm saying? Instant gratification ain't always the best. Being hateful and putting all that low vibration out there is instant gratification. You get instant results. But when you have patience and love and care and all these things, it takes a little bit longer, but it's way more abundant. It's way more potent. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, learn how to be in vibration with both sides and be in harmony with both sides. Don't let one side, don't be too much in one side, too much and for too long. And that's just what it is, man. But hey, this your boy Tay. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all want me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day, man. And I'm out. Peace.